Hey, Mr. Clash here, and today got the most insane Town Hall 9 witch attack. Have a look at the troops. 4 wizards, 7 healers, 7 witches. Only 7 witches, 4 hogs. Now, no golems in this one. And, you know, the old triple jump golem thing. No. Have a look at the base, though. I'll point something out to give you a little bit of a hint about what's going to come here. If you have a look, everything from the side is in these little outside things. It's reachable. The only 2 things that are not, 3 things really, you count the queen comes over, but the only 3 weapons that are not reachable directly from the outside is this expo, this bomb tower, and this expo. And where are the Teslas? Well, how about I show you the replay, and then just you can have your mind blown as much as mine was watching this attack from Doomsday. It was a very good attack, and it should make the highlight reel of anybody's recap video if they're doing league recaps, because it's not your usual witch attack. It's involving a queen walk, and it's just a little bit of a special attack. To think of it this way is just, I don't know. But now that you've seen it, you might start to think, maybe I might be able to do this on a base that I've seen before as well. So King is doing a funneling job up here. So this is pretty key. This funneling job that the King and the Wizards are doing is pretty key, as you'll see, with the witches about to come in. So the Queen's going to have to drop a rage any second now, or use the ability. Either way, Clan Castle comes out, so you could see that she was always going to trigger that once she stepped in there. Use the rage on the healers. Poison the Clan Castle, no problemo. King, beautiful job up there with the wizards, and now the bowlers and the witches can come in. I think, yep, lost 1 healer, not an issue. What about the 4 hogs? Where are they going? Just have a look. Here they come now. Now you notice that the way he dropped the hogs was 1 and then 3. Now that's pretty important, because if there's a spring trap there, he will only lose the 1 hog. That's the first one he dropped, and the other 3 will be able to get through. If he just dropped them all in one hit and there was a spring trap, then he could be in a spot of bother, because all 3 of them would go flying. So now that you can see that everything's perished on that side of the base, the hogs have come through. They've taken out that expo. They took out the bomb tower, which could not be reached from the outside. And plenty. Look at all these witches. I don't know if he's even lost a witch. He brought 7. And look at all the skellies. When you see the skellies come through, we'll just have a... I'll just show you this run through first. Now that you know what to expect, it's like, have a look at all these skellies over here. That is just nuts. And we'll have another run through. And on that second run through, just towards the end here, I'll have a little bit of a zoom in on the base so you can see how many skeletons are just left from this attack. Now, obviously, it took a little bit more than the usual. Okay, let's have a look at that. The usual could be, a little bit less than 2 minutes sort of a thing, and, even as low as 1.5 minutes for a good witch attack. But this one's not fully a witch attack, and it's not quite the same. No jumps or anything like that. Obviously, if you were going to have a jump type of thing and you started from here and you jumped there, then the second jump would be here and the third one would have to be there getting it. So you can pass through. The problem is this side of the base and all of here. You saw there were double bombs up there near the Teslas. So even if the witches came through, pathing through that area up there with the skellies, they'd hit the bomb up there and they might perish. Game over for the raid for the witches from that side of the base. So minion's gone down. Minion will take that out. Then there it goes. So the Queen's got nowhere else to go. King and wizards, plenty of wizards up there helping take out the town hall, and just a little bit of trash just to left to go here. Here come the witches. They're wizards. And the healers will come on them in a second. They will lose 1 healer, and now they're going to have to activate the King's ability. There we go. King's ability rage. Now you did see that. So if you put hogs here, and that was a hog killer as well, so it had 2 little bombs. So a hog's going from Inferno, well, that's not an Inferno, it's a Tesla, the hogs would go from Tesla to other Tesla, but it's a hog killer bomb set. So 2 bombs with the 2 little ones out there. So the hogs that would go from Tesla to Tesla won't survive. And obviously witches walking through that, they'll also not survive. So it kind of had to be taken out a different way. Now, I would have been surprised if the guy didn't have this loaded up with some air traps as well, possibly skellies, but I can't remember if I saw any skellies popping during this attack just now. You can see the skeletons just taking care of the queen's pad in the middle, which means they could all be set to air. He could have some air skellies up here, or even a couple of red bomb. Oh, there we go, black bomb down there. He could have a red bomb up there as well. So very sick balloons. Look at all the skeletons. Now, when you zoom in like this, you can get to see them all bobbing up and down, and then they just come as a swarm. So if you were the operator of that expo, little man sitting inside operating the expo, and then you saw this skeleton swarm coming at you, oh, you'd be like, uh-oh, I'm in trouble now. And of course he was in trouble. Just have a look at that again. Hey, maybe you want to copy this base and try it out. We'll just watch it one more time and that will be it. If you want to copy the base and try it out in your wars, feel free. It's a little bit of a unique base. And just make sure that you don't tell everybody where they can see a video on how to beat the base. But make it, copy it, and put it up for friendly challenge into your clan. You know where at least 2 of the bombs are because of the Teslas, so you could definitely try that and just see how you go. Just try it with different witch attacks or hog attacks or even balloon attacks. You've got a nice little spaced air defense, and the way everything's pathing here, there's a possibility it might be open to a bit of penta. The penta is a little bit of a thing because once you go from here, and if you're going to follow balloons, I'll go from here to wizard. I might pop over here, go there, they go a bit there. So it's kind of a little bit difficult to path directly to an air defense. Like you've got a lot of hops to get through. But in terms of, you could do a Sui attack on, say, 1 air defense or queen pop type of an attack with the quake zap, and try and come in from the behind this and behind the sweeper, so you'd be pathing around that way. All sorts of possibilities, but either way, a nice thin base, queen walk done down one side, witch walk down the other, hogs for in the middle, just 4 hogs just to take out whatever they couldn't reach from the outside, let them do their thing, and then just see how it goes. So I wouldn't recommend this on a really, really wide base. Like you wouldn't come in from this side to try and do it because things path around the outside. There's all this in the middle that they're going to miss. But in this case, this base was prime for this. So while this attack runs down, let's just get to the question of the day. And the question of the day is this. Okay, I'm going to have to think about the question of the day. I know what it is. I know what it is. So just let me think about it. It's got something to do with guitars. I've just got to get it back in my head. Okay, so I don't want to give away the answer if I say something about guitars, and then the answer might be given away, and I don't want to give that away. So just bear with me a second while I try and think of the answer. I didn't mean think of the answer. Think of the question, and I knew what the answer was. Okay, so a guitar is involved in this one. Okay, so I had to get the wording right in my head because I was almost going to give you the answer. So the question of the day is, what's the difference between a car and a guitar, not a car? What's the difference between a guitar and fish? What's the difference between a guitar and fish? You can't tune a fish. You can't tune a fish. I've just ruined this question of the day. We should scrap it. Forget about it. Anyway, that's it for today's video. Please leave the video a thumb up. It does help the channel. Drop a comment. Let me know what you thought of the attack, or even if you've tried this attack. As I say, if you've used different combinations of witches or things like that, do let me know, or we'll give them a play around in the clan if we use one of yours, I will give you a credit. We'll say, hey, you gave us the idea for that troop combo. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video.